I'm Rhonda. Welcome to my backyard. This is my very first YouTube video, and I thought we'd start with something simple. We are currently just working on creating content and learning how to edit and add music and all that fun stuff. But I thought we'd start with my backyard and show you a few of the things that I really like. I'm going to show off a few of the features, and it's mainly because I just really like my backyard because it has so much room and it's so much fun to have people over and hang out, especially now in the summertime. So I hope you will enjoy seeing these things. But for now, have a look at some of the things that are in my yard. When we first bought this house about 18 years ago, the backyard was beautiful. It had laurel about a foot higher than the fence. It was all trimmed nicely. We had rhododendrons, we had hydrangea. It just was gorgeous. We also loved the rest of the house, so we bought the house. Well, the thing about laurel is that it grows quickly and it grows tall. By the time we were here just a few years, it was obvious that we were going to have to at some point take care of the laurel, which of course we didn't do for another couple of years. But eventually we trimmed it. We trimmed it down probably to the fence line again. When we cut down the laurel, we ended up with a lot of thin branches and tons of leaves. So we piled those up and had those hauled away. But there were some big chunks that we saved for our fire pit. And those we cut into chunks. But the interesting thing is when we were sawing it, it smelled like cherries. Really kind of an interesting thing. Cherries, almonds, that kind of a scent. So I was really hoping that we burned them, they were also going to smell like that, but they didn't. They just smelled like wood. Interesting fact, a bay leaf is a type of laurel. So you wouldn't want to put the landscaping laurel in your soup. It would not be good. These plants are rhododendrons. They are a flowering plant, and they are found all over Washington State. In fact, they are Washington State's state flower. They are actually quite beautiful. They come in all sorts of colors. There's red, there's like a purple, there's white. Most of these I think we have are red. And when they are in bloom, they are absolutely gorgeous. You just want to come out and take pictures of the flowers because they're wonderful. Now, the flowers have all gone, and from where the flowers were, they grow new stems, and that's how they get bigger. After the flowers are gone, they will leave a residue that can be extremely sticky, and I will find my animals who've come out here rooting around in the bushes. I will find little bits of sticky leaves all over them. So that's an interesting fact. Of course, bees love them, and I think they're gorgeous. This is my hydrangea plant. I only have one hydrangea plant in my yard, and I like it a lot. We had laurel that was crowding it very badly, and now it's getting a chance to grow straight and tall. But it does still have some branches on it, and from those branches, new growth will actually grow, and hopefully next year it'll be a lot bushier. The color of these hydrangeas were originally blue, but because we added wood ash, we have increased the alkalinity of the soil, raised the pH, and allowed more aluminum from the soil to be absorbed into the plant, and that is what changes the color. I actually really like this color a lot better than I did the deep blue. Once the plant has finished blooming, it will start to wilt, and it is not a very attractive thing. So when that happens, you want to what is called deadhead the plant, and that simply means removing the dead flower from the plant. To do that, you can use gardening shears if it's like a woodier plant, or in the case of hydrangeas, and usually you can just take them between your finger and pinch them off. That will encourage new growth. So you do want to keep up on that throughout the season, because as you can see, we have some brand new things and some things that have grown or that have bloomed already. So these will go a lot sooner than those, but once these go, I need to deadhead them. This fire pit is one of my favorite features in the backyard. Originally it was a freestanding fire pit. It had an iron base and then the bell-shaped center just sort of sat inside of it. I thought it would look nicer if it was bricked in. It's kind of what I've always wanted. All I did was I dug out about 6 inches below ground and sat the ring inside of it, and then I arranged bricks all the way around it. So I arranged 11 bricks on the bottom. You do need to make sure that those are all level because that's going to determine the level of the entire thing. So I leveled all the bricks on the bottom, and I put 9 in the center, and that was primarily because I needed gaps for air holes. So that the air can ventilate through the holes in the top of the insert and feed the fire. It's 11, 9, and 10. You could probably do it with fewer bricks, but this does give it a quite stable base since there are so many on the bottom. The removable screen on top prevents large hot ashes from escaping. Sometimes you have dry grass and it's very easy it doesn't take much to catch them on fire, so this is an important feature to keep all of the ash that could possibly start a fire inside the fire pit. So that is just a few of the features from my backyard. I hope you enjoyed watching them. It's just a few things, the flowers, the fire pit, but there's more to it. This channel hasn't quite figured out what it's going to be, so stay tuned and ride along with me and we'll see where it goes. Thanks for watching. Hi everybody, my name is Rhonda. You can call me Rhonda. That's shit I'm talking about. Welcome to my backyard. My name is Rhonda. This is my very first YouTube video. We all have to start somewhere. Well, we don't have to, but anyways. It is open and there are a lot. Shit, I totally went off. I thought you were going to tell me it's about almonds. Like, deal with
no.
this. You're too close.
See, you can't even get yourself.
That was a good one. Or outside my house. It's a good place to live. I'm gonna try that over again. Just talk behind them. No way.
Yes, it's a good microphone.
Holy shit! I should almost hear them better than me.